in Minneapolis. It's Week 15 of the NFL on EA Sports.
At the stadium that played host to Super Bowl 52, the wondrous U.S. Bank Stadium in Minneapolis. Alongside Charles Davis. And Charles, you look at this Vikings ball club. They come in off the extended break from the bye.
I think it was much needed as well. You play 2.5 months, you're ready for some time off to get set for the home stretch.
And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. Now we'll see what the right arm of Dak Prescott has in store as the Dallas Cowboys offense sets up shop.
And I think it's safe to say that, and I heard him say it in the post-game press conference, that was a team win last week because he didn't really play up to his normal standards, throwing 2 interceptions.
No touchdown.
Yeah, didn't offset it at all, but the team found a way to get it done.
They'll start on the ground here on first down. And not much doing there. Maybe a yard up to the 23. Hey, look at this defense for the Vikings. Against the pass, just numbers that they haven't liked. Number 30 in the league right now.
You know, when actors get ready for a scene, they often ask the question, what's my motivation? But what's the motivation of this group? What's their mindset? What's the problem that they have? Will they create an identity that allows them to get better?
They follow up the first down 1-yard run with a minimal gain of 2. A tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down. Out now comes the Cowboys punter. He'll kick it away after a 3-and-out on the opening drive of the game. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Oh, what a move. They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and the Vikings will take over here 1st and 10. So here's the Viking offense making their way out. And they will be led out by their second-year quarterback.
We're seeing it more and more in this league, how teams love to have athletes back there taking the snaps, guys who can throw it and move around and get yardage with their legs if needed. He's one of the best examples that we see out there right now. He can throw for hundreds of yards one week and then run for 100+ the next. He adds an extra dimension that really confounds defenses when he puts it all together.
There go play action. Here's McCarthy. Looking left side, that's complete to Oliver. It'll go as a gain of 4, and it'll be 2nd down. Well, this defense for the Cowboys, they were terrific a week ago in the win over Washington.
Yeah, they gave up 17 points, but that's what you would consider a goal for each and every defense, because if you give up 17 points a game all year long, you're thinking you're going to be a playoff team because you expect your offense to score more than that. That's what you're looking for. Room to improve, of course, but I'd have to say a very solid performance.
3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down? So, CD, this defense, they know that they have to be at their very best when they're taking on a team here that's in the midst of a winning streak that's now stretched over multiple months, not weeks, months.
I think the challenge they put upon themselves is we want to be the guys to end that streak, and what's working in their favor, the winning streak on the other side. Sometimes that carries a burden with it because they feel like they have to play perfectly as well. Let's just go out there and get them is the idea.
And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. That's good for a first down, his second catch of the opening drive.
And it's a real luxury when you have a guy who can turn a short throw into a solid gain at any moment. Once he caught that ball, he ID'd where the open grass was and got there in a hurry.
Malik Hooker. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at third down. McCarthy, he'll set to throw it. Oh, he tried to fit it in on the slant, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Micah Parsons. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20.
And that felt like a little extra pressure on that third down attempt, and their mistake cost them points because they're inside the red zone. So you know you've got at least a field goal waiting for you. And in this case, they end up with nothing.
He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. Pretty effective run there, and now they can start to smell that end zone.
Pound the rock. Make sure you use your O-line to set the tone of dominance and physicality, and pound the rock.
Ball resting on the 10-yard line. It's 2nd and 1. Now Prescott. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
A missed opportunity for an interception would have killed off a drive. They had a chance there to finish things off. Didn't get it done. I guess that's why a lot of those guys do not play offense.
From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he's able to pick up the first before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4. It'll be a gain of 6 that time as it moves the chains as well.
Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? That looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you ought to have a few men in the box there.
It'll be a 3-yard pickup, and it brings up 2nd and goal. Throwing, Prescott. And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown. A great effort there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Cowboys use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. And down near the goal line here, they're able to throw it in.
And the key word, quick. Quick hitter. Out of his hands fast, into the receiver's hands even faster.
Brandon Aubrey now for the extra point. And this is up and good to make it 7-0 Cowboys. So that drive spanned 5 plays, and it culminates in a Dallas touchdown. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
Now a first down carry by Jones. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Plays like we just saw there. That's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game. And that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
Second quarter now from Minnesota. It's the Vikings in possession of the football as they've got it second down and 12. To the air with McCarthy. Setting up the screen here, Aaron Jones. And he'll get it down here to the 43. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for third down. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. They'll try and run for it with Jones. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. 9 yards that time.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
Now McCarthy throwing on first down. Over the middle and complete to Addison. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. That one goes for 24 yards.
Well, this is a defense that's definitely on their heels now because they gave up the running play for good yardage one play ago. Now the pass here sets its offense up.
And it's caught in the end zone for the Viking touchdown by Justin Jefferson. A great play there. Hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Vikings are an extra point away from drawing level. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And we are tied at 7. So the drive there took 6 plays. And it was all capped off by Justin Jefferson's touchdown reception. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. And out now come the Cowboys. They currently sit 1 game over 500 thanks to their victory a week ago. Yeah, Charles, they've been really an up-and-down team all year. Do you think that they have enough to get into the playoffs?
Well, you did mention they've been up and down all year, so to me, it depends on what week you catch them. When they're at their best, I think they're definitely playoff worthy. But to me, they haven't been able to bring the intensity week in and week out, and that could be their Achilles heel.
Prescott now on second down. That's complete to his rookie second-round pick. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a first down.
What an intelligent play as he found open grass and uncovered quickly. A nice clutch play to move the chains. The defense, they've got to do a much better job of accounting for these shorter routes.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
That outside handoff to the left, that play has to warm the heart of an offensive line coach because they controlled the left side where they were supposed to. They didn't allow anything to leak from the backside on the right side of the offensive line either. Well played.
Yeah, and it created a big run. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. A really nice gain of 25 yards. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's first and goal. They'll try and run this one right up the gut. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
I think we got to give it up for him right there. That's a heck of an athletic move for a big man right in the middle of the line. How about the play he makes there? Nowhere to run, and he finishes that one off for a loss.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. 2 first-half touchdown passes now for Dak Prescott. And the Cowboys have taken the lead. On those slants, everything happens so quickly. What makes it work?
The timing between the passer and the receiver. In this case, a slant route ordinarily is probably about 3 steps before you go on the slant. In this amount of time, I think it was a 2-step deal. Boom, put his foot in the ground and got inside for the pass.
Got inside for the pass, got inside for the catch and the score. Aubrey good with a PAT, and that makes the score 14-7. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
Jordan Addison back out now as the Vikings offense set to take possession.
Well, he's within shouting distance of a 1,000-yard season. Going to need a pretty good finish, though, if he wants to reach that mark.
Well, I like how you phrased it, partner. He is within shouting distance. If he stays on this pace, he's got a shot at it. But he needs a big game in there, right, to make sure that he gets it. So you know that during the week, in practice, and look, he asks for the ball all the time anyway. He's really going to ask for the ball and let his quarterback know he's open.
And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Moore, the man in motion.
On third down, they'll throw in McCarthy.
And he nearly got the first himself, but it appears he's going to be about a yard or two short. Give him 8 yards that time on the scramble, and now fourth down.
That looked great when he first took off because, in my mind, there was room to run, and he had the marker in his sight. But I certainly didn't expect him to close so quickly, and neither did he. They got to him just in time, and now that forced him to make a decision with his fourth down call.
On fourth down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. This is taken around the 12.
A nice return that time, gets 12 yards back. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
And now Dallas gets set to take the field.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game planned for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. Now Prescott. Throwing the slant pattern here, complete. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 44-yard line. Now it's a bootleg with Prescott.
Finding Tolbert here over the middle.
And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A well-executed 22-yard gain. So on second down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. This is a 40-yard attempt from the left hash. And his kick is good. And they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. Maybe a little fortunate there. That was leaking a little, maybe leaking a lot, but he got it.
Yeah, he actually was able to make it work. How about the body language, though, right? As he watched that ball leak to the right, trying to bring it back in, and had just enough to get it done.
So we have reached halftime here with the visiting Cowboys out on top. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, we'll get back to you two in a bit. For now, plenty of early game action around the NFL to get you caught up on, so let's get to it. We'll get started out at Arrowhead Stadium in Kansas City, and it's the Chiefs who have the lead in the second quarter. Patrick Mahomes has thrown a touchdown pass. From there, we make the trip east as we head all the way to Jacksonville to check on the Jags. And you can see, currently they trail in that ball game. Lamar Jackson has thrown a touchdown pass. Lastly, let's get up to Buffalo to check on the Bills. And in that one is the visiting Dolphins who are out in front. Tua Tagovailoa with a touchdown throw. In the game you're watching, you've seen a strong first half out of Dak Prescott. His guys lead it by 10 as we send it back out to Brandon Godden and Charles Davis. Gentlemen.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. A 10-point game, 17-7 the score as we get back to it on EA Sports. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. The Vikings offense set to go to work to begin this third quarter. This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. So he stopped for no gain. 3rd and 7 now.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. And that's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
The Vikings send out their punter as he'll kick it away for the second time. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. Breaks a tackle. Just a net of 34 there following a punt of 44 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Cowboys offense now, they head out for their first possession of the second half. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And a 6-yard gain gets them right around the 43.
From the lineman to the guy running with it, that was a well-executed first down by the offense. With 2 shots left to get the first, you can get a little aggressive here on second down if you want and try for some bigger yardage.
Blitzing, multiple defenders in there to drop him. This defense coming out after the half, and if that plays any indicator, Charles, maybe a little refreshed and refocused here for quarters 3 and 4.
Yeah, they did really well on that one. That's exactly what they need to keep doing if they want to change their fortunes in this game.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Byron Murphy. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line.
So a potential momentum shifter there, working with a 2-score lead, third quarter, but that, not the smartest of throws.
I would agree with you on that one because this game is still very much in the balance. It felt pretty one-sided to this point, but now, if these guys can turn this turnover into points, things could start getting a little more interesting.
They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it'll be second down. Now a handoff. Running left is Jones. And only a yard this time as he's taken down right around the 26.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
Off the bootleg, here's McCarthy. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
The kick by Carlson is good, and they're back within a touchdown at 17-10.
So kind of disappointing there. I mean, yes, they get the 3, but with starting field position like that, 3's not what you're banking on.
No, and you just have to wonder if you can afford to let chances like that continue to pass you by. You've got to find ways to get the ball into the end zone and put 6s on the scoreboard.
And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. Dallas offense set for this next drive. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And they get him down.
67 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and turn his legs for a really nice pickup.
First down, Prescott.
And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earned a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack. They'll wind up losing 10 on the sack, and it'll lead to a 3rd and long. Coming off the line, he's been wreaking havoc all year. And look, that's why, as a result, he's getting some looks for Defensive Player of the Year in the NFL.
And I know that many people don't have him first on their list.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Mike Hilton. And the Vikings are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line.
Good starting field position for the Vikings as they have it 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line.
Looking to throw McCarthy.
Going underneath, he's got Hawkinson. So the completion good for 7 there, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
On play action, McCarthy.
And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well.
On play action, now McCarthy. This is caught by Addison.
And he's got this to the 30 before being taken down. 23 yards, the final tally. And looked like some movement there. Let's get the call. Expect this from the visiting team when playing indoors, but not the home team.
They're supposed to get all the advantages, right? The home crowd's supposed to help them. They forgot where they were, perhaps.
Throwing is McCarthy. Addison hauls it in.
And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. Call it a gain of 12, but of course not a first down due to the previous penalty. On 2nd down, it's Jones. And on this one, he'll get to the 4th quarter here in Week 15. Happy holidays to all. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we return, welcoming you back to Minneapolis.
1st and 10, here's McCarthy.
He's got his tight end over the middle, T.J. Hawkinson. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And that's going to bring up 2nd down.
From the shotgun, McCarthy.
Caught on a slant. 83 yards receiving now for him on the afternoon as he's got a first down here.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Jones will score. Touchdown, Vikings.
Sometimes offense can get too cute down near the goal line, but there's nothing fancy about this one. As Coach Lombardi would say, we get a seal here, and we get a seal here, and we run this play in the alley. And that's good work to hit the hole hard and finish in the end zone.
Now this one setting up for a great finish, all tied in the 4th as the kick's away. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this fourth quarter to try to grab that lead back. 73 yards rushing for him now to this point.
Well, they did throw interceptions on their last two drives, so no surprise at all they decided to start it with a running play. I'm actually a little bit surprised, though, that they got as much out of it as they did.
Yeah, decent little gain. Puts them in a pretty good spot for second down. Here's Prescott. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. 22 yards there, a first down. Now a handoff running through the middle. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
They suspected it was a power play up the middle coming at them, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on first down.
And they'll keep leaning on the right. Give them 18 on that one, and it's a Dallas first down.
Another carry for their leader, and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked by the linebacker, Brian Asamoah. And the Vikings are going to take over once again with a football at their own 20-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And the question, can they turn that interception into points? A tie game for the moment in the fourth quarter. Jones running on first down, but finding it pretty tough going as he'll get forward for only about 3 there before he's taken down. Now 2nd and 7 from the 23. Here's McCarthy. This one swung out here to Jones. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and that'll leave him with a 3rd and just a yard. Up the middle, Jones. And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35. Give him 6 yards, and they do convert on 3rd. Hasn't been his best afternoon on the ground, far from it, but a critical 3rd down conversion.
This afternoon just got better. All right, you're exactly right. It hasn't been his best in terms of yardage, but that run there, that's the one your teammates look to you and go, okay, that's what we want from you. That's what we need. Now they have a chance to keep moving forward and a chance to win the game.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Now McCarthy.
Well, it certainly appears to me that the defensive guys are starting to look a little bit tired while he still has some fresh legs. Not the biggest gain we've seen on a scramble, but still some positive yardage on a play that initially looked like a sure win for the defense.
So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset.
A big play looming on 3rd down.
Back to throw. McCarthy. And he's got the first down as he's up to the 45-yard line. The Vikings in the hurry up. They're hustling up to the line.
Completes this to Jefferson.
They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry.
McCarthy to throw on set.
They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down. Looking to throw. McCarthy.
Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
The Vikings send out their punter as he's on here to punt it away. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds.
The Cowboys about set to take over on offense. Well, partner, here it is. They've got the chance to win the game. You'd have to think they need to get it near the opposite 40 to have a chance to kick a game-winning field goal. We'll see what they can do.
And you're right about that, because if we look at it in macro, that's what it looks like. But I think in micro, the head coach has already asked the special teams coach, what is he feeling? What does he think? Where does he want the football? What's the yard line we have to get? And he's already relayed that to his quarterback and his offense. They know what the goal is. Now the key, can they get there?
They'll wind up losing 10 on the sack, and it'll lead to a 3rd and long.
Well, someone's closing in on the league lead in sacks. He came into the game in the top 5. Now you add 2 more to his total.
And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next team to score wins. But if the receiving team throws a pick 6 or fumbles the ball and it gets picked up by the defense and they score, the game is over at that point.
So the Cowboys going to get the first chance here to search for a winner as we're back underway to start this overtime. And he won't quite make it to the 25. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. Well, they fought hard to reach this point, Charles, and now what an opportunity. They've got the ball first, a chance to take this overtime win away from the hostile crowd.
And you know, as the quarterback steps into the huddle, the first thing he's telling his team is, remember, we need 6, not 3. So we don't need a good drive. We need a great drive. And this is what they've been planning for. It's time to execute and take it downfield, even against all these odds.
And this is going to be a Cowboys first down as he's able to get this up past the 40.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
Here comes the first throw in OT for Prescott. That is incomplete. Another nice job there defensively. They've really stymied their passing attempts, and it continues in overtime.
And for them to do that, that means they've had to be cohesive on defense. Pressure in the quarterback's face, good coverage of not just the wide receivers, but the tight end, the running backs when they try and slip out, and making sure they're at the point of attack. When the ball's in the air, they get there and help force some of those incompletions.
So 3rd down coming up. And, Charles, I guess the question for me, where does 4-down territory begin possibly?
I guess for me it begins if you have 4th and 5 or less.
Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. Looks like a 9-yard loss, and it also brings up 4th. Out now comes the Cowboys punter. On for a very important punt here in overtime. And this will be touched by a member of the kicking team right on the midfield stripe. And now out comes Minnesota.
Well, their defense did the job, got off the field without giving up any points, and now, Charles, all they need here is a field goal, and they get the victory.
Yeah, and this is the way I love overtime. I'm one of those really, really old school guys that like sudden death right from the beginning. Well, we've got it now because any points wins the game. On defense, get a safety, a pick 6, fumble return, you can win it as well. So I'm really looking forward to this series and see how both sides play it.
He's got room at the 30.
And he's going to get it all the way down to the 10-yard line. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run.
But when you hit him on the move like that, and he's able to get into open field with a full head of steam, oh, boy, it's going to be tough to get him down.
Yeah, there was a big window. They're lucky they did get him down. Escaping the pressure right. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. 2 minutes left in this overtime session, and still all tied. Trying the power game with Ham. And he's into the end zone for the touchdown and the game winner in OT. We needed extra time to decide this one. The rushing score and OT finishes it off, but all throughout.
Working on this game, I had it in the back of my head. We could get to overtime. Just the way this game went, the ebb and flow of it all. And then to get there and finish it what I would call an old school way, a running play, because in today's NFL, we throw the ball to ring the bell, don't we?
Not there. They ran it in. And again, just a great, great game that we bore witness to. So for Minnesota, it's a 10th win of the year now as they move to 10-4. And they'll get another home date next week as the Eagles will come to town. Meanwhile, for Dallas, their playoff hopes take a hit as they drop to 7-7. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on.